Hi guys, you're watching Creme, a clothing and entertainment brand. Right now we're here with Afrobeat artist Valentine. How are you today?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Yeah.
Okay, so the first question I want to ask you is about your name. Where did that name come from?
I've always, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's one of my friends actually advised me on that name when I was in college,
Right.
and because I was doing a lot of songs surrounded around love, one of my friends was like, "Why don't you just name yourself Valentine?" I was like, oh, "Really?"
Okay.
And next minute, that name just, it got to me.
So would you say you're a sweet boy type then?
Actually, something towards that
Yeah.
that aspect, but
Okay, so you started, before you used to dance, didn't you? But then you started doing music. What made you go from dance to music?
I think it was like my environment and where I was brought up. Like at the age of 4, my my father and my mother, they always used to take me around. Like I was originally raised in Africa.
Yeah.
And my mother always used to take me around like family dues whereby a lot of children always get up and dance, and I was always willing to get up and just like show myself when I heard a beat. And from there I always used to love dancing. I fell in love with dancing.
So you started at the age of 4, so you were noticed and recognised as a talented person at the age of 4.
Yeah, in whatever party that we went to, everyone was like, "Yeah, that's that guy."
So did you always know that you were going to emerge into this the music industry?
I think it was always in me, and I think God that God always talked to me as well. Since even the age of 11, I've always had that in me, and people was always giving me some sources of compliments all the time, like, "Oh wow, look at what you're doing," and it was I really took that on board, and it really grew in me, and from there, look at where I am now.
Okay, so what inspired you as an artist? Because I know you've won so many records and awards, so what pushed you? What was your determining factor?
I think my motivation is to be the greatest possible. Like, I'm inspired like the likes of like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I think Chris Brown at this moment in time as well definitely inspires me in what he does. My main aim is really to become the best that I can be. I don't feel like I'm at my best potential yet, so I'm really working as hard as possible to reach my full potential, and my main aim is to inspire people and see what God has given me as a gift to show the world.
Okay, you said that you're not where you're at the moment. I know that right now you're working on some projects. Could you tell the people what projects you're working on?
The funny thing is I actually originated from R&B. I mean, my story is quite long and it's quite long-winded, so I can't really go too deep into it. But it was a case whereby I was signed towards a great management deal when I was in America. When I went to America and I was going through the progress of getting signed to a record label. But I was speaking to a good friend of mine. Who was always tight friend, and I don't know what it was. It was Afrobeat really got into me. I don't know what it was. There was a great saying, and the more that I listened to Afrobeat, the more that I fell in love with it. And when I was in America, when I did get signed to a great management in America, I was like in my own space.
Right. What do you mean you were in your own space?
Like there was no family,
right.
There was no friends. I was just like doing music solely by myself in a country whereby there was no one affecting me. And I think that God really spoke to me. And really gave me a source of direction whereby I could be happy in what I was doing. Because the main important thing when it comes to doing music is that you need to solely be happy with yourself, and how music is an inspiration. It affects the soul. That's the way that I always look at it. And so listening to Afrobeat and seeing the way that the genre was growing, I really wanted to get into that field and really not only take control, but show people, that Africa has got talent, and that's just the fact of it. And I really want to take Afrobeat into the scene whereby it can be noticed on the Grammys, for example.
And what's your? I think you've already answered that question, but what is your vision for Afrobeats? Where do you see it emerging in the next 10 years? Do you think it's just because I know that funky house used to be big once upon a time? Do you think it's just going to be a phase that people go through, or do you think it's going to expand?
I think with me, I think that everything originated in Africa, like it or not. Dance aspect of things originated in Africa. And when you hear African songs the way that they are, like everything started from there. So for us to take control in that musical aspect, I think it will definitely grow. I think that there's a lot of opportunities for a lot of other artists who are African. It doesn't only have to be an African artist to do African music. Do you understand what I'm saying? R&B, just because you're R&B, you don't have to be black to do R&B or black to do rap, for example. So it's just like, the more exposed of Afrobeat as you do make it in the world, people will then therefore accept it. So I'm trying to really grow and make Afrobeat into that kind of sense whereby it's accepted worldwide, and again it reaches into that Grammy level as well. Yeah.
Okay, you've said that you like to expand Afrobeats. I know you've won quite a few awards. Would you like to tell the people what you've won?
Well,
You've won so many.
Yeah. There's there's been the best awards. You know, I've won best upcoming act. There's been few fashion shows that I've been involved in that they've given me awards to. There've been a lot of great events. I can't really, there's too many for me to name to be specific, to be honest with you. But I have, in my years, I've in my field and where I am at the moment, I'm very comfortable on the level of what I've won. It really motivates me as well. You know, it motivates me to carry on and to do better. And to get
what about dancing? Have you neglected that role because that's what you first started doing?
Absolutely.
You're still doing it? I'm
still absolutely doing that, and I think as an artist it's very important to be quite, you know, to reach out to different, to be an artist you need to be artistic. Yeah. You just can't be a dancer, you know. When I write music, I let people see a video, but when it comes to the performing side of things, I really like to let my dancing take control and in towards the rhythm of the music. So I think I will be taking dancing to a whole different level, but you know,
how are you going to do that?
You know, it's through video shoots, you know, through performances. If you
come
to my live shows, you'll see.
Okay, I would love to do that. You said video shoots. I know today you're doing a shoot. Would you like to tell the people more about the shoot that you're doing today?
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I've actually just released a new single called Nami, which is quite a personal song to me. And the video's actually out at the moment. And this shoot today is titled No Long Thing, and it's just a song that's upcoming towards my album as well. And you know, there's great people here. There's positive vibes, so I know everyone. So everyone's having a good time, and that's the main thing.
Right. So do you feel like your fan base come from your family, your friends? They're the people that, you know, supports you a lot more and helps you?
Absolutely. I think like the main thing is like it's important for you to notice as an artist as well, to notice that you need to start from humble beginnings and keep on being on that humble beginning for you to progress further, because you know, once going up there will be a time whereby you will fall, and it is your humble beginning from the people that were around you that will uplift you up again.
Definitely.
And I think that's very important, and that's like family and close friends.
Okay, you talked about falling. What challenges have you faced since entering the music industry?
I think the challenges is like, even though as talented as you are, people will give you difficulties, but it is yourself to work hard to overcome it.
Have you experienced any personal difficulties, and how did you overcome that?
I think, you know, to be an artist you need to be ready on the fact that you are on the public eye. Yeah. It's very important, you know, and you being in the public eye, just notice that not everything will be positive, and you need to be mentally challenged and be ready for that. And if you're not ready, because people think that being an artist is like it's not a daytime job, man. I'm telling you, it's a 24-hour thing. You wake up and like there will be messages about you, and how do you handle that? So
how you need to be.
I think it's God, man. God. I don't think it's God. I know it's God. You know what I mean? So He's my motivation each day that I wake up. I pray towards Him for Him to keep me solely ready for anything that comes my way. You know, and hence that's why I keep on going on. So I never want to stop until God tells me, you know, it's that time for you to stop, you know. So even when I'm not doing music, I would like to mentor or motivate people and still be in that reach as well.
Okay. You mentioned something about being the public eye. How do you want the audience to view you? What is your style?
I mean, my style is my performance, and I always say this time and time again. So for those, you know, I can do videos, you know, I can do whatever I want to do, but I do things out of my own means. You know, I'm not really signed to any great record label or backed up by any great sponsors, but I do things within my own reach to make things work. And I think I'm doing a great job so far, you know, and I believe, I solely honestly believe that there is, I'm going somewhere, and I'm very comfortable in where I am at the moment, and I know that there is space for me. So I'm slowly growing.
Okay, so you said Name was a personal song to you. Why was it personal? What was it talking about?
I think it was talking about, like, you know, it's talking about really when it was in a relationship that I was in, and it was a great relationship that I was in, and it really shows that, you know, that love is real and love is beautiful. You know, it just goes to show that we shouldn't take love for granted. Especially when love is given to you at a great cause by God, because God gives you love, God gives you that great partnership for you to be with, and at that moment in time, you know, I'm single, but at that moment in time I was very happy, and the relationship just it motivated me to become more of a man, and you know, so.
How did it do that?
I think when you're in a relationship, you find out that you have responsibilities, and you're not doing something solely because of yourself, but you're doing something solely because there is someone there, and it makes you more responsible. I think you want to do better. That's what great relationships are based on, making you want to do better. So
and teamwork.
Yeah, and teamwork as well, especially for someone just to motivate you each day, for you to become better, and you guys motivating each other. So it just goes to show, even though my name is Valentine, but I love talking about how important love is, and to me love is very important. You know, don't mind the way I do dance and I do sing, but my great message is that love in this world is important. We need to sit back and just realize that.
You don't think as an artist it affects your relationships? Because I know that you're very busy. Obviously you've got tours, you've got, you know, a lot of fans that might be interested in you. How do you deal with that as an artist?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's finding a woman who is very understanding, and it's very hard to find a woman that's understanding, you know, but at the same time, when God has destined you to be with someone, you know, no man can say no to that, you know, so, you know, until that time comes, I'm here waiting.
You're here waiting, okay. Did you hear that? He's waiting. Okay, so first of all, as you know, Dollar Creme, we look at the clothing, fashion. We're very interested in fashion. I like what you're wearing. Can you tell me what you're wearing, please?
I mean, to be honest with you, this is mostly generated by my manager, man. She's the one that normally spikes me up, to be honest with you. I'm not really involved in those kind of aspects. So, jumper was bought by her in a shop that I don't know. You know, I like to try to be as unique as possible. I don't want to be too trendy, but I want to be unique. You know, I don't want to come out looking the same.
Yeah.
You know, as an artist, I think it's very important to have your own trend, your own style, your own look. So, you know,
you say your style is unique, you're different.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's translated in your music.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Okay, so can you just show the people a bit of your freestyles? You know, some of your.
What, in terms of singing?
Singing.
Okay. I'm gonna sing one song to me, that again, the Nami song.
Yeah.
Okay. You are one in a million, one in a million. Hey, hey, one in a million, one in a million. I did pray, hey. Woman, you give me butterflies right inside, and I go run 1,000,000 miles to make you mine, eh? More than diamond rings, anything you require. Yes, I get them. Fly you overseas, oh, from Cameroon then to Congo. Make sure say you no go. Show you where I day, yo. She like Range Rover, and I go buy her for you, eh? Where I better the girl. Ujifa. Ujidinga, Ujidinga, I better the girl, no.
Well done. Okay, so where can we find you?
I'm not hard to find. If you want to find me, just Google me, Valentine Artist, through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know, I'm out there, man. Just watch out for me, man. Great things to become. Watch out for my album, Undiscovered, showing you that, you know, no matter how talented you are, just keep at it. You know, even though you think that you may be undiscovered, someone will always find you. You know, just always know that.
That's a great advice. That's really good. Okay, thank you very much.
Big up to Dollar Creme, by the way. Big up to everyone in the video shoot. Big up to my manager. Big up to the family. Big up to my mom. Mom, I love you.
Thank you.